Thank you for tuning in to another episode of WDC Fits. Today we are joined by Captain Center Strike.
Captain Ballspeed, that's
Whoops.
definitely not me.
Whoops.
Maybe with this iron.
Maybe with that iron. But we're going to be talking about the TI Fusion, Apex TI Fusion from Callaway.
Yes.
This is an iron that has been doing pretty well for us. It's kind of a surprise one out there, but I think, and honestly, we're just kind of excited about it. You know? So go ahead,
agree with that.
Take it away.
Well, first off, just make sure you click like and subscribe. But yeah, no, this iron is very, very interesting. Callaway kind of threw the kitchen sink at it. So it's interesting. That's all I can tell you. I can't describe it other than...
That's how I look at it, right? They just took everything they have, threw it into this golf club. And normally when they do this, it's not a club in this category. Correct. So that's why it's cool. You know, it's a really good looking golf club.
Yeah, they've done this in past iterations with Epic Forged. Trying to remember the other ones, but I do remember trying some of the other ones, and I didn't come away very impressed. This one has been impressive.
This has the look and the feel of more of a player's club, and then you hit it, and you're like, wow.
Right.
It feels like a player's club, and then you look up, and it's going, 10 yards farther.
Right.
It's an interesting kind of one, right? And I think we both said from a feel perspective, right? This club, for all the tech that it has, because typically what that means in the golf world, especially when you're dealing with a forged small compact club like this, you kind of sacrifice some feel and some sound and some look, right?
Correct.
I don't think they're doing that at all. I think they're actually really capitalizing on, let's say, the footprint that they have here.
Yeah, this one's got a crack at impact. It doesn't have a loud ting or ping or usually techie irons you could tell they're techie.
Yeah.
This one you can't tell it's techie, but it's plenty techie. It's got a titanium face to it, so it's plenty techie.
It's actually really funny you mentioned the titanium face, because we were both standing next to each other when I heard about that, and my first immediate question and reaction was, let's be honest here, is that going to be good? And I'll eat the words, man. It's really good.
Titanium face helps in center of contact. I mean, Captain Center Strike is not so center strike right now, but both of those, all three of those shots are still going way, way past where I would. And someone would say, oh, well, the stronger lofts. Kind of, but I'm still hitting it 100. The last one was 108 feet. Right,
and that's the thing. You can say whatever you want about the loft, and this is what I've said the whole time. You have to look at loft in comparison to where the center of gravity is, and where specifically some of the tech components of a golf club are. For example, this one has to have that center of gravity where it is, because if it wasn't, or I should say the loft where it is, because if you didn't, it would probably go too high. So it's just bringing everything into a window that meets the requirements of that guy who's trying to score on a golf course. Not necessarily the guy who's trying to just hit bombs out there, but really take advantage of the tech that they have created to allow them to score well.
That was better.
And we're back in the center. See, it didn't take long, guys. Yeah, he's like a 3 or 4, out of the club face,
right?
Kind of guy. You're swinging pretty loose today, though. Swing looks good.
Yeah, a little off, but it's
aggressive. I like aggressive.
The dispersion pattern isn't showing very well, but
no, it wasn't too bad before that one. That one you fanned a bit. Now
there we go. That was better.
We're going to qualify as a better player for the purpose of this question.
Sure.
Okay. As a better player.
Don't listen to him. I'm not that good.
Who is more particular about the way a club looks and feels compared to most people, I would say. Talk about, realistically speaking, how this club checks those boxes for you, if it does.
Like I said, I know what Callaway, I think I know what Callaway was trying to create. I think it checks a lot of boxes. It's really designed to go at that player distance iron without being clunky or techie, or it's plain techie, but again, it doesn't sound it. It doesn't look it. It hides it. It hides it very, very well.
Like I said, I think they're they're doing a lot with the profile of this club.
Correct. They spend a lot of extra time trying to perfect the sound of this. Because again, a lot of the player distance irons, to me, especially in a bay when you're hitting a range ball, you can tell it immediately.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
As soon as I hit it, I can pretty much tell you if I like it or not. And
Now,
this one I hit it, and I'm impressed with it.
Now you've used it in a couple more fittings than me, but you've had some success from the fitting perspective. And what I can say just briefly is, again, from that look and feel perspective, because I'm also pretty particular about that, it does look and feel pretty good, right?
Yeah,
like
the black.
Especially over the ball. That's the one place where it gets me, is sometimes these players distance, real techie irons, they just look a bit off when you're sending a dress. This one doesn't. I mean, I play clubs that are pretty traditional, and this thing looks good to me. So I like it.
Yeah, I would say this one, again, if there's any negatives, I would say it has a little bit more offset than what I'm used to.
A touch, yeah.
The black hides it well. It's not like big offset, but there's certainly, from an iron that I play or traditionally play, I can tell as I go into it. But again, the black kind of hides it well, and shoot, the extra distance doesn't hurt.
No, and 6,000 at 173 with a landing angle of 51 is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, if you're,
we can play golf with that. That's acceptable.
You can start liking it a little bit better.
And on a beauty. There we go.
Tugged it just a hair, but yeah, and I would say even the guys that I've had hit it, they're looking not. The guys that I've had hit it isn't necessarily looking for maybe a player distance iron. I had one guy that liked it. He had game improvement irons, straight game improvement irons. He hit this farther, straighter, more consistent than his game improvement irons.
And that's the thing. You get, for the package that you get, you're getting a lot in that package. And that's the good thing, right?
So we realize it's, from a pricing standpoint, it's a little bit more, but because of that, they have to, pound for pound, they're
not leaving anything out.
No,
you're getting what you're paying for. You know, that's how I look at it. And again, is it expensive? Sure. Are there other clubs that are expensive? Yeah. You know, and I could honestly say in this one, do you feel like would I feel like I'm getting left out, let's say, or missing out on anything with this one? Given the price, I really wouldn't. You know, because again,
it's one that
it's a good club.
I'm certainly not going to spend anyone's money. It's certainly, you'd have to be okay with the golf club. But it's one that if you've liked player distance irons before, or didn't like player distance irons because of the reasons I just said, I mean, this is one that's player distance iron that checks a lot more boxes.
I would agree. And if you guys are interested in the new Callaway Apex TI Fusion, come see us in Windmill. We'll let you hit it, we'll fit you up for it, and we'll see what you think. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.